Imagine being paid thousands of dollars a month to sniff armpits, sleep through the night as an experiment, or dive into murky ponds to retrieve golf balls. The world of weird jobs is both fascinating and lucrative, and many of these jobs are dominated by people in developed countries, often white people. Not because of talent alone, but because of how their economies, regulations, and markets reward niche skills. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on hidden, bizarre, and under-the-radar jobs, the ones you never hear about in school, but that some individuals are quietly building fortunes from. Drop a comment below. Which one of these would you try even for one day? Let's dive in. First, let's ask, why do weird jobs exist at all? Because markets have niches. Big industries dominate with mass production, mass consumption, mass employment. But niches, areas so narrow or unconventional that mainstream employers ignore them, are often left to small entrepreneurs, freelancers, or specialists. In many Western economies, the cost of labor, regulation, capital, and consumer demand allows someone to specialize in odd, narrow jobs and still make good money. In emerging markets, that kind of specialization is riskier because the client base is smaller, regulation is more rigid or less predictable, and capital is harder to come by. Also, many weird jobs require trust, reputation, access to marketing or networks. In societies with more robust consumer protections, digital platforms, and disposable income, clients are more willing to pay for novelty or quality. Often, white people, or more precisely, people in the developed Western economies, are well-positioned to exploit these niche markets because of access, infrastructure, and social capital. So when we see bizarre roles making good money in the US or Europe, it's not just about luck, it's about environment, demand, regulation, and risk tolerance. Let me walk you through some of the weirdest jobs that actually pay well, with real numbers, cases, and lessons you can apply or avoid. Ethical hacker/penetration tester. This is a relatively known weird job, but it remains underappreciated by many. Ethical hackers, or white hat hackers, are paid by companies to probe their security, find vulnerabilities, and prevent attacks. In the US and Europe, top ethical hackers can make six figures easily. What's weird? You're paid to break into systems, legally. Demand is huge because cybersecurity is critical. But the barriers are high. Technical skills, certifications, e.g. CEH, OSCP, reputation, trust. Still, it's a prime example of a weird job that scales. Odor judge/smell tester consumer goods, perfumes, deodorants, cleaning products, even packaged food often undergo scent testing. Someone has to smell and rate them. These odor judges test batches, detect defects, and help brands craft unique scents. This is niche, weird, but valuable. Brands pay premium for unique smells or consistency. The flip side, it's repetitive, sometimes unpleasant, and you may need to detox your nose after hours of smelling. Face feeler/sensory scientist. In cosmetics or skincare, face feelers touch and feel people's skin after applying products to test texture, softness, residual effects. They measure how a lotion feels rather than how it looks. The weirdness is obvious, but the payoff comes from helping big brands refine formulations. You don't need to be a chemist, but you must be precise, consistent, and trusted. Professional sleeper, sleep subject. Some sleep labs, mattress companies, or research institutions pay you to sleep while your brain and body data is recorded. How does pressure, position, or new mattress design affect sleep? They test that. Pay varies, but for multi-night tests, the compensation can stack. The weird risk, sleep, is your job. It's unpredictable. Water slide tester travel, fun, and risk combined. Amusement parks hire people to test slides for safety, speed, thrill factor. The testers must ride water slides repeatedly with sensors or stopwatch, check flow of water, slip, etc. It sounds like a dream gig, but it pays because you take risk, travel, and do repetitive action. Also, shutdown seasons or weather can limit work.
Golf ball diver. On some golf courses, balls land in water hazards. Instead of leaving them, some divers retrieve them, clean, and resell them. It's dirty, muddy, sometimes dangerous, but profitable. Some tales report divers earning up to $100 per hour in peak hours or millions over a long career in aggregate. You need diving skill, waterproof gear, negotiation with golf courses. It's borderline terrible job, but some make serious money from it. Professional bridesmaid, wedding assistant for hire. Yes, people hire a professional bridesmaid to play roles in weddings, help manage tasks, coordinate, calm nerves, bridesmaid responsibilities. Some even do maid of honor, vow assistance, speech writing. And in upscale weddings, packages for this can run thousands of dollars. The weirdness: you're paid to be someone's friend/assistant on their big day. But for people good with people and event tasks, it can be profitable. Luxury pet groomer. In developed economies, pet owners spend lavishly on pampering. Luxury pet groomers, stylists, even pet fashion consultants exist. Some earn $70,000 plus in developed markets. To scale, one must deliver top service, brand, trust, and upsells. Spa, photos, accessories. Elevator inspector/elevator mechanic. Checking safety, standards, maintaining elevators, escalators. People rarely think about who ensures you don't plummet down. In developed countries, these jobs are well paid, require licensing, inspections, technical skill. It's odd that many people never think of this job, but it's absolutely essential. Court reporter/captioner. In legal or media settings, court reporters transcribe spoken words in real time, e.g. trials, depositions. Captioners provide live subtitles for broadcasts or hearings. In high-stakes or specialized settings, the pay can be substantial. The weirdness: you're literally vending perfect transcription under pressure and speed. Scenic shopper/secret shopper brands hire people to evaluate staff, presentation, service in stores. For high-end luxury, brands may pay more. The twist: in some markets, secret shoppers also test compliance, ethics, hidden metrics, ad travel, mystery assignments, residuals. It's more known, but many never realize it can be a serious side income. Quantitative analyst/quants in finance. Again, not extremely weird to insiders, but many outside finance don't know about quants. These are people who build mathematical models, algorithms, risk tools for hedge funds, banks, high-frequency trading. Top quants make multiple 6 or 7 figures. The weirdness: the job is abstract, highly technical, and often invisible. You don't see them, but they influence markets. Let's zoom out. What patterns do we see in these weird, high-paying jobs? Niche knowledge or unique sensory physical skill, odor judge, face feeler, nuclear operator. Trust and reputation are vital. Clients won't pay for weird services unless you prove consistency. Regulatory, safety, legal barriers. Many weird jobs require compliance, licensing, biohazard protocols. Difficult to scale. Many are one-person, non-scalable, or require physical presence. Location and client base matters. These jobs tend to flourish in wealthier economies or cities. Risk and discomfort. Some roles are scary: crime scenes, diving, nuclear, unpleasant, or socially odd hidden margins. Part of the high pay comes from scarcity: few competitors, few people willing to do it. Branding and marketing matter. Even weird roles need promotion, networks, referrals. Also, many people see these weird job stories and think, that's luck. But usually, behind each is effort. Mastering the small details, building trust, niche marketing, incremental growth. If you try to replicate these in your market or country, consider local demand. For instance, odor testing or cosmetic sensory work might be possible if cosmetic R&D firms exist locally. Or cleaning/remediation, if property crime or accidents are high. The trick is adapting the niche to your market. If you have a keen sense of smell or sensory skill, look into cosmetic labs, consumer goods R&D, odor testing, or smell panels. If you like diving, risky work, or outdoor events, consider ball diving, safety testing, or inspection roles. If you have cybersecurity or coding skills, pursue ethical hacking/security auditing. This is perhaps the most scalable weird job. If you're detail-oriented and fast, consider court reporting or transcription/captioning fields. If you can handle tough work and biohazard protocols, remediation/scene cleaning can be lucrative. Use platforms, communities, forums to find these side jobs. For example, niche job boards, R&D firms, luxury brands, labs. One caveat: many of these weird roles are undervalued in developing markets initially. You may need to start offering your service at lower rates, build reputation, show case studies, or partner with foreign firms. Another caveat: some weird job opportunities are scams disguised as weird gigs. Always vet the paying party, contracts, insurance, safety. Let me leave you with this thought. When most people are chasing the same safe jobs, the real opportunity lies between the gaps, the weird, the niche, the odd corners where few compete, but demand still exists. If you can find your weird edge and be one of the few doing it, you might build something unique and profitable. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share it with a friend who might find a weird job fascinating, and drop in the comments. Which weird job shocked you the most, and which one would you try for a week? Also, don't forget to subscribe to Money Route and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next deep dive into obscure money-making paths. I'll see you in the next video.